Hey everyone, Thordan here, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about the Season 19 Legend, as there are some new leaks about it, and it's going to surprise a lot of you, especially with the time-traveling hijinks, which we have seen before. We're also going to go ahead and give out one of the Fuse heirlooms. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill, but without further ado, let's talk about what's going on with the new Legend Conduit. So, as most people are aware, Conduit is going to be our Season 19 Legend, at least according to multiple leaks, such as Oz letting us know and Hypermiss finding new things in the game files. That isn't that surprising. We've known about this for quite some time, but the question is, well, who is Conduit? And a lot of theories came up that it's going to be Crypto's sister. However, that does not seem to be the case anymore. The other theory was that it was going to be Margot from Catalyst Stories from the Outland, who Respawn seems to have hinted is going to be Big Sister, but it turns out it's not going to be Margot as well, at least not according to some new information that I was told. And this is going to be where it gets really weird. Now, most of you are aware that there's that door in the firing range that you can go into, and there's a whole story between Octane and Lifeline that they're talking about. It's almost like a way that they are making up, because they were fighting not too long ago. Along with that, Respawn on Twitter actually just put out this new trailer short where Octane and Lifeline are talking again. It's about Octane's rabbit, and it is almost kind of a sentimental moment. Now, of course, these two have been friends for the longest time, and we have had lore in the past, such as when they united and broke into a medical facility for Lifeline and did a heist. In fact, we know that we're actually getting an Octane heist skin in the future, but it is a little odd that in a season about Revenant, we're getting a lot of Lifeline and Octane lore. Well, from what I have heard, and this is going to sound absolutely bonkers crazy, is that the new Legend is actually their daughter, and their daughter is from 20 years in the future. I know a lot of you are like, that makes no sense and that is completely stupid, and I'm not here to argue whether or not that is an absolutely crazy plotline, but what I will say is it's not that far-fetched, as we do know time travel does exist in the Apex Legends universe and the Titanfall one, as there is a time gauntlet in Titanfall that takes place on a level where you jump back and forth through time. In fact, when you look at one of the main characters, Horizon, her entire lore and history is all about time travel and going back in time to find Newt. That's the whole point of the phase drivers and all that. So if this ends up actually being real, which I've heard from multiple sources it is, it would make sense that not only would you have Lifeline and Octane lore, but you'd be wrapping up a bit with Horizon, as maybe Horizon in the future did find out a time traveling mechanic, and somehow Conduit in the near future is also able to access this technology and go back into time, and which is why she's appearing in the games now. I want to be very clear though, this always could be a bait and switch by Respawn. It could be a Forge situation. We've seen that before, where Forge was data mined in the files, he wasn't actually real, and the Legend that came is Revenant, which would be interesting because this season is about Revenant. That's the thing with the leaks, is you get them from inside sources, but you never really know if it's a bamboozle. Most of the time I do a cross-reference, and the fact that I was able to cross-reference this does make it seem like, well, this is actually real. Now, along with that, we know of Conduit's OG abilities from a Season 12 leak: Capacitance, Arc Flash, and Alternating Current. Most of you have seen that and know what that is. I've been told the abilities are going to be a little bit different now. There's a passive where you put a drone out to finish enemies, and then the drone has 75 HP. When you are finished, enemies don't gain shields, but your teammates do. A tactical where you throw out another drone that saps enemy shields and returns them to you, which is fairly similar to our original kit. And an ult that is kind of like a crypto EMP that cancels all revives in a 30-meter radius and locks revives from happening for 7 seconds. Now, once again, all of this could change. Revenant Reborn changed a ton in the season, and I'll be interested to see if this all ends up actually being accurate. We should be finding out actually in less than a month more about Conduit as we start getting stories from the Outlands. This is just actually what's been swirling around from a lot of reliable leakers that you probably know about, but this is the first time it's been publicly put out there. I'm kind of on the fence about it because the time-traveling Lifeline Octane child sounds absolutely crazy and nutty, but I have seen weirder things in Apex Legends, and the time travel mechanic is there, and they are doing a lot with Octane and Lifeline, so this is something that we're just gonna have to wait and see. But if it is real, I'll be very interested in how they pull this off. Let me know down below, what do you think about the idea of Conduit being a future Legends child, and what do you think about their abilities, and do you think this will actually be what happens in Season 19 of Apex Legends? Don't forget to check out this channel right here by my editor Novell, who does amazing Apex Legends content, and until next time, Legends, keep slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.